We finally got a snow game. So that's good. I've been waiting for a snow game. I don't like when my teams play in snow games. I like it when other people's teams play in snow games. But we got a snow game. It is what it is. I don't know what that Steelers team was that showed up. It just kind of was what it was. And I want to say before I get started in this video, because I'm going to have a lot of probably harsh things to say in this video as it rolls. I expect the Steelers to lose football games. So by no means am I making this video in hopes of saying I think the Steelers are going to go undefeated. I'm not delusional. I know football. The Steelers are going to lose football games, and quite frankly, they're going to lose more games. My intention in this video is to call out bad football when I see it, to call out bad decisions when I see it, to call out things when I see them that I don't think are good. So that is what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to call it like I see it. I'm going to call it out. The other thing I'm going to say here, I'm going to tag my link somewhere, my affiliate link. So if you need to book some travel, don't hesitate to click that affiliate link and schedule your travel. My team played about as good as my hair looks right now. It's late, and this is the best you're going to get. And I don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers were doing. I don't know what the hell that was. But welcome to AFC North football, where the home team is usually going to win. And that's what we saw. The game, there was so many different things I can say about this game. We lost because of some decisions that we made, and I don't like that. I always say I'm not going to accept something in a loss that I would accept in a win, or I'm not going to accept something in a win that I would accept in a loss, whatever it is. The Steelers did some things tonight that, quite frankly, in my opinion, did not make any sense. And that is why I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with this loss, not because I didn't call this loss, because if you go look at the games that I called in my season prediction, I called this game as a loss because it worried me, the Steelers coming off of the game that they play with the Ravens. But what I didn't think about are the dumb things this football team would do. There were moments in this game where I was like, this is a bad football decision. This is a bad football play. This is bad. This doesn't make any sense. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing this? The things that we didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me why, when the game is on the line and we need to get a first down and it's 3rd and 4, why do we have Justin Fields in? Why did we have Justin Fields in, A? And B, why did we pass the ball when we are trying to run time off the clock in the snow? I don't understand what was going on. The past 2 times the Steelers had the ball, drove the ball down the field, scored touchdowns. Now all of a sudden we get the ball back and we're like, what if we bring in Justin Fields? What would that look like? What will that do? And bad football, lots of bad coaching decisions. I hate Thursday night football games. It is what it is. We lost the game. We deserve to lose. We earned this loss. So I'm going to go on the other side of the video and make this video a little bit differently than I usually do when I get into this conversation. I always say, no matter what team I'm watching, no matter what is going on, I know bad football when I see it. I know bad football decisions when I see it. Tonight, there was a lot of bad football decisions. And I will just say this. I knew when the game started and the drive happened like it did. We were driving down the field. It looked good. Then we get a penalty. Then we miss a field goal. Then they get the ball back. Then we turn the ball. We get a 3 and out. Then we turn the ball over on downs. Like, there were so many things that were happening at the beginning of this game. And I was like, there's no way that we're going to win this game because there's so many things happening. Now, the Browns happen to be a bad football team and they let us back in the game because they gave us turnovers. But the issue is we didn't do anything with those turnovers because that's bad football. This offense is bad. The way we're using Cordell Patterson is bad. I don't understand why we're throwing 2-point conversion fade routes to Cordell Patterson. I don't understand why we gave up a 5th round draft pick for Mike Williams and we're not using Mike Williams. That doesn't make sense to me. The personnel decisions don't make sense to me. Then we have one of the top ranked defenses in the NFL and my coach decided we're not going to punt the ball. We're just going to go for it as if Cleveland is not an NFL team. This offense does this defense 0 favors. The offense does not play complementary football. The offense leaves the defense out to dry. And we've been winning games because our special teams comes up and makes a play. We've been winning games because we haven't been putting our defense in bad positions. Today, Tomlin was like, screw it. Maybe they can make this work. I didn't love it. I think it's bad football. I also don't understand how we're using Justin Fields. It's like it's hit or miss. It's all over the place. So I don't understand what's going on there. Why did we not get Justin Fields in there in the first half? Why did we wait to the second half and then he provides a spark and then we go away from like, what are we doing? The personnel decisions on this team right now are concerning. Not because we lost this game, because you all should know by now, I don't look at football in siloed games. I don't look at them as this game, this game, this game, this game. I look at them as a combination or a, what is that word? A compilation of all games. All of these games fit together. And when I'm starting to look at all of these games play together, there's a couple of things that is very consistent. The first thing that is consistent is this offense is not very good. This offense is not good, and we have a huge problem. One of the biggest problems that we have on offense is this offensive line. This offensive line isn't good. Quite frankly, this offensive line hasn't been good since week 1, but we've been able to figure out ways to work around it. I don't think you can have a sitting duck a sitting duck at quarterback, i.e. Russell Wilson, and then have this offensive line. I think it is a recipe for disaster. I'm going to say this here, and some people are probably going to give me shit about it, and it is what it is. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a quarterback problem. I think they should be going with Justin Fields right now. I think they should be going with Justin Fields, and I think they have to grow with Justin Fields. The reason being is because this offensive line is not very good, and this offensive line is not giving a lot of time. And Russell Wilson is slow. Nobody expects Russell Wilson to run the ball. Nobody expects him to scramble. So it makes us a one-dimensional offense. And I think it is a bad decision to not have Justin Fields as their starting quarterback. I'm going to say it. Or at least having Justin Fields come in more often and run more packages and do more things. So if you want Wilson to be the starter, great, cool. But bring in Justin Fields more. I think it is a fail that we're not playing Justin Fields as often as we should because it's a missed opportunity. The other thing is, again, bad football. The Browns were 1-10 on third down. The Cleveland Browns were 1-10 on third down. The problem is they were 4 for 4 on fourth down. So the Steelers were able to get a stop on third down, but could not get a stop to save their lives on fourth down. We just played the Baltimore Ravens. It's a tough fought game. That's a hard game. So we just got off of playing this very hard game, this very critical game. And the way that Mike Tomlin replays that defense for the work that they put in against the Ravens was to not punt the football. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. So shame on this Steelers offense. The Steelers offense is not good. We need some help. And I'm going to state my suggestions on the things that I would like this offense to do. The first thing I would like this offense to do is if that offensive line is going to play like that, we have to have more packages with Justin Fields. We have to use Justin Fields more than we are currently using him right now because this offense is stale and our offensive line is not good. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're getting beat. We just saw this with the Ravens. I don't know how many sacks the Ravens had. 5 sacks, 6 sacks, 7 sacks, whatever it was that the Ravens had. The Cleveland Browns had 4 sacks at halftime. That lets me know that your offensive line is not good. Your offensive line is giving up too many sacks. So the way that you can combat that, if you are a coach, is give us a different look. Give the defense a different look so that they can figure things out. I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it here in this video. Whenever your offense is not balanced, teams can play defense on you very easily. So the Steelers have to find a way to have this offense be dynamic because it's not right now. The second thing they have to stop doing is giving Cordell Patterson the ball. Cordell Patterson is a third string guy. We should not be giving the ball to Cordell Patterson to run the ball. We should not be throwing a 2-point conversion to Cordell Patterson in the end zone. That is a bad play calling. That is a bad offensive call. That is not what we're supposed to be doing. We don't need to see Cordell Patterson getting all these touches on offense. It's not great. This offensive line is bad. We need more Justin Fields packages. The third thing we need is where the hell is Mike Williams? Why is Mike Williams not on the field? What is wrong with this offense? Arthur Smith's play calling is also bad. There's so many things that are happening here that are just bad. I don't love it. What is this offense? We got rid of Matt Canada. We fired him because he wasn't good. When I'm looking at this offense isn't good either. We have to do something about this offense. So the Steelers are 8-3, okay? We're still ahead of the AFC North, all the things. All of the goals that we have for ourselves are out in front of us. However, I've said this from jump, the schedule is only going to continue to get harder from here. So we have to look at this. This offense is stale. We are playing zero complimentary football right now. We got turnovers and couldn't convert. Bad football. That is not good football. The play calling, not good. The personnel, not good. So the great news is we're going to have 10 days off now where we can figure ourselves out, where we can have our defense rested, because at this point, the only group that I feel like is consistent is the defense. But then when you leave the defense out to dry, it really impacts their consistency and it makes them look bad. And yes, some people, TJ Watt didn't play like TJ Watt is supposed to play, but this defense still got 3 turnovers. You can't lose a game when your defense gets 3 turnovers. That is terrible by the offense. We can blame it on TJ Watt if we want to. We can blame it on whoever you want to blame it on. This defense got us 3 turnovers and we didn't do anything with them. That is not a defensive problem. That is an offensive problem and a personnel problem and a coaching problem. So I am going to get off this soapbox because I have so much that I can say. The Steelers now have 10 days off. Thank goodness I don't have to watch them play on Sunday. They have to figure themselves out because there are some things they need to do to get this thing working and get this moving. Because right now, frankly, it looks like shit. And I don't want to watch another football team play bad football. So the Steelers need to figure this out. Mike Tomlin needs to figure this out. And they need to come out against the Bengals and look better than this, because this offense is not it. And it has to be better if we ever want to win a playoff game. This offense has to be better if we ever want to win a playoff game. And I will end this video here and I will let it go after this video is made. But I'm going to tell you right now, this offense, the way it's looking, we need some help. We need some help. Anyways, here we go.